The LA Kings had a great year last year. Like, excellent. Second in the division, 105 points. What's interesting about that, though, is where BetMGM's odds have them for their points in the regular season this year. And I'm not talking about postseason. We all know what happened there. BetMGM has them. The over-under is set at 98.5.
Whoa.
And the better odds are over. You get a 1.95 on the over, and it's a 1.8 on the under. So they're betting that the Kings will fall at least 8 points, maybe more, this season. And so I think that's a pretty crazy place to start. You look at the LA Kings lineup and you go, hey, it's pretty good. But there's something about it where you're like, I don't believe it.
I looked at the roster and just everything they've done in the offseason, and it's a lot of sideways. They're about what they were, and then they just kind of replaced what they had.
I think it's sideways if it works out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really unimpressed.
I don't think it's an upgrade at all based on their offseason.
So to start then, are you over or under on 98.5, Steve and Jesse?
I'm going under.
Under.
You're under on that? Yeah. Really? See, I'm going to go over because I think they are a 100-point team. I think they're a 100-point team.
They're right around there.
Yeah.
I think they're 100% under what they did last year. But the over-under being set at 98, that's a harder decision, but I'll say under.
And this isn't, I think they're a playoff team.
No.
I think they're a very good team. They're going to be one of the top division teams this year.
Sure.
But last year they flame out in the first round, and that seems to be their ceiling once again. You might win that round this time if you don't come up against Edmonton, but you're not getting through Edmonton. And
you're playing Edmonton.
You have a medium ceiling there with your team. You're a good team, but it's not championship level.
So I look at the LA Kings and I ask this question, okay? So you're walking into training camp, guys, and you're the coach or you're the new general manager, Ken Holland. I feel like your words to the team have to be win the damn division so we don't have to see the Oilers. And that's not the best way to enter a season where we sure would like to avoid a really good team.
What happens if you play them a fifth straight year?
Well, but this is where it's looking, right? Like, I don't know how it plays, unless there's some crazy injuries on either side. I don't know how it plays out any differently. So Jesse mentions a lot of the sideways moves. So you got Cody Ceci, Brian Dumoulin. They signed Joel Edmondson the year before. Obviously, you love Brant Clark and the way that he's kind of moved up.
That's what I'm most excited about with the team.
100%.
It's the Clark and Byfield keeps growing kind of stuff there, and Lafreniere as well.
And what version of Andrei Kuzmenko are you getting? You know,
that's another one.
He came here. He was Vancouver. He was Vibes guy. He scored 40 goals and then fell off a cliff.
A lot of teams last year acquired guys with term.
Yeah,
or acquired guys and were able to re-sign them. Kuzmenko was unreal for them, but counting on that performance from Kuzmenko 2 seasons in a row has proven to be tumultuous over his career. He's a 40-goal scorer. He's a 10-goal scorer. You have no idea.
We're going to put him in Tortorella's. No, we're going to get him out of Tortorella's system. They did that. The Flyers acquired him. Why?
Because they're insane people, I guess.
Yeah.
But he's projected to be on their first line.
Right.
Yeah. Like that. Or could be on their healthy scratch. The second line. Really confusing play.
I am a fan of their forward group. I think that is one of the strongest assets they have is like the Byfield-Fiala connection over the years has only been getting better. And then the Kempe Kopitar stuff is going to be excellent again. And Kopitar still got it in him. This will probably be his last NHL season, I'm guessing, unless he's one of those guys who's an outsider and can still play well into his 30s and into his late 30s and 40s. Like he's 38 right now.
Yeah.
So he ended his deal. So we'll see how that goes with his season, if it's going to be a swan song. But their forward group up front is going to be really good. And Armia on the lower end of the depth is going to be a good piece as well.
Very underrated pickup. He's going to be great for their PK.
Now, Corey Perry got injured before training camp even started. He's going to have surgery. We don't know what he's going to look like. But that is one of those times, I usually hate this term, but where you have, it's not an own rental, but it's sort of like a guy comes back from injury and it's like you made a trade for nothing. I think Corey Perry will add to this team. It's going to be super weird to see him in Los Angeles, especially after those battles with the Ducks for so many years.
Practice photo, that was icky.
It was weird.
Do you think the Kings injured Corey Perry on purpose? One, his bonuses are all tied to games played.
Oh,
He makes $500K at 10 games played, $250K at 20, 30, 40, and 50 games played.
50 is going to be real
So all
hard.
of that shot for him, plus a little revenge for being a Duck.
And being a bastard
You know what?
Duck, by the way.
Maybe they did.
I think they did it on purpose, and then now they're like, okay, we're even. We don't have to pay you all those bonuses. Plus, you were a Duck for all those years. How dare you? Now you can come be a King.
Yeah.
Now he's, you rascals. All right, now I'll help you get to the Stanley Cup final.
Yeah.
I mean, he
think
is
that's
good
what
for
it
that.
is. Yeah.
That's 4 he's been 4 teams.
Statistically speaking, the LA Kings are going to the Stanley Cup final.
Yes, and if you don't remember, it started with Montreal, but also Dallas,
Dallas.
Montreal, Edmonton, and there was one more, Tampa Bay.
Tampa. Yeah.
Now he lost all of them, but he got there.
Yeah.
He got there, and I look at I can't. By the way, can you guys believe former Leaf Trevor Moore is 30?
What?
Trevor Moore is 30
Oh, he
years
was
old.
a college guy.
22-year-old Trevor Moore is 30.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
crazy. He's like young Tyler Bozak. Tyler Bozak was like a 22-year-old prospect well into his 30s.
Something I want to keep an eye on is the contract status of Adrian Kempe, because we're hearing he's making $5.5 million right now. We're hearing that he's wanting in excess of $10 million. And the LA Kings can afford that. They can do it. He's got, like I said, it doesn't even affect him to the next year. But let's say they can't come to terms. That could be a real issue in a real hurry. It could grab them some stuff. But I think they want to keep this cup contention window, which they believe they have, open. So you sort of...
Damn, you shouldn't have signed all those old guys.
It's like Kaprizov in Minnesota. It's sort of like he's worth more to you than he is not with you. You need this guy.
I think
he's 29.
With Kopitar $7 million coming off the books and that being redone into a $2 million or something, whatever discount he wants to give him at his age 39 and 40 seasons, like that money will be saved there. Give it to Kempe.
Yeah, performance laden deal.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine in getting that deal done. He's definitely overpaid for what he means to them, but that money is going to be worth it to the Kings to keep Kempe.
Now, they, as we said, they have some good pieces, but it's a lot of Dumoulin, Edmondson, CC kind of stuff, which to me just feels it's like a bit mucky. What is the LA Kings' identity, guys? When you look at this team, they were sort of a defensively smothering team a couple of years ago. You have, obviously when you've got Kopitar and Phil Deneau, you're going to be able to shut down some forward groups. What are they now?
To me, I think that's clearly what they're going for.
Okay.
Like they're going to try to be heavy on the back end. I think that's clearly it. I mean, why else would you sign Joel Edmondson?
Yep.
To throw up some Mike Green numbers there? You got some Sheldon Surrey numbers there? Like, no, you got him to be heavy. You got CC to be heavy. Dumoulin made a fan out of a lot of people in New Jersey. It's not sexy.
Yeah.
Right? And maybe that's part of the reason.
Pretty old, too, generally, as a team.
Yeah, that's a good point, because the defense core, when you look at it, it's a bunch of matured 30-year-olds plus Brant Clark. And that is good because they're in a position to win, and you want to know what you have, right?
Yep.
It's not like some of the other teams around the league where it's like, ooh, we got some guys in their early 20s and 23 and 24, and like, oh, they could grow into this. Edmonton, Los Angeles is trying to win now, so it's good that they have these vets. It's not good for the next 3 years looking ahead. Sure. I don't know how they'll be, but this year I don't mind that they do have an aging defense core.
Now, one thing I'll say is this: like with these previews, like with Calgary, for example, we looked at Kadri. We're like, okay, he just scored 35 goals. It was a career high. He's 34. Do we really think he's going to do that again? Is the great performance that they had last year replicable? Mm-hmm.
Sure, that works. We know what you mean.
I like this guy a lot. Darcy Kemper.
I was gonna go there.
He went from Capitals cast-off to Vezina nom. Either he's a cast-off again, he's a Vezina nom again, or he's somewhere in the middle. I think the thing that's that is the most likely is he's somewhere in the middle.
Now, what do you feel about his backup, Anton Forsberg?
He's fine.
He's fine.
Guy.
Okay.
He'll win. I don't think will cost you too many games. I don't know if he'll.
901 save percentage last year in Ottawa.
He's fine.
Okay. With the defense, like the team defense on LA is strong. We have to say that. in a regular season.
It's probably better than
that helps the goalie.
Ottawa, I mean,
It's just less experience than Ottawa, right?
very different styles. If anything, it might be a bit of a culture shock. Ottawa moves the shit out of the puck. Kings will probably give them better support up front. You know what? He might actually be pretty good for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. Now, here's what I got. Okay. I got to find out, Steve, have you bothered to write this down?
I
Or do you
did.
know where Los Angeles is going to sit in your chart? Go ahead. Where do you have them finishing in the Pacific Division?
Not a chance. I'm going last.
You're going last. All right, Jesse, do you want to take that or do you want me to go?
Wait, not a what?
I'm going last.
Oh, you're going last.
Going last.
I have them third.
I also have them third. Now,
Yeah.
do you want to explain why, or is it obvious that it's obvious?
I think they're going to be a very good average to good regular season team. Like, I think they're going to be in the playoffs once again. It's just a matter of, I think their ceiling in the playoffs is rather low, but their floor is extremely high. Like, their floor is, we're going to be third in the division, I think, at least. They could always creep up to second or first, depending on if everything explodes perfectly. And Darcy Kemper is Darcy Kemper again at 922, which is absurd that he had last season. But I think they're a good team.
How do you feel about Game 3 coaches challenges?
Oh man, man!
Like Jim Hiller more than like 29 other coaches, maybe. I don't think he's very good.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have Jim Hiller as a coach of my NHL team. Just
I like him.
throw that out there.
Well,
Where do you have the Kings?
Kings fans, I got good news and bad news. The good news is you don't have to play Edmonton in the first round this year. Bad news is you're fourth.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Really?
I still think they're fine. Fourth.
Very
One
interesting.
spot lower. Why was that like a hot take?
That was because
I think a lot of people are very high on them.
who's he got in third? I think I know.